one thing that all four of us have in common is that to the extent that we've been doing political stuff, it's been pretty much driven or dominated by the Bush years. I mean, and it's interesting when you talk about tragedy equals comedy. What's sort of bad news for the rest of the world is good news for people who are making fun of it. I mean, not when I say good news. I mean, there's more for us to write about. But this raises a subject of some concern, I think, for all of us in our industry, which is that the party's almost over. I mean, he is. We hope. Well, I think I think the Constitution says he's only going to be president for a few more months. Now, I don't know how much you've given thought about the next chapter, what lies ahead, but we're going to have one of these two guys as our president. And I guess, from the point of view of somebody who's been making fun of Bush, John McCain would be an easier person to make fun of than Barack Obama. But what are your feelings about that? Do you think about that at all? Do you think about what the future holds with this election coming up?
I think if Obama gets, is our next president, knock on wood, that the Bill O'Reillys of the world and the Joe Scarboroughs of the world and the Michelle Malkins of the world, they're already starting to lose their shit, it seems like. So they're just going to get more and more insane and be more fun to make fun of. Just the other day, I'm sure a lot of people here saw this video on YouTube where it was some Fox newscaster that was showing footage.
Edie Hill, yeah.
Edie Hill showing footage of Michelle and Barack doing the fist pump. Yeah. And she chimed in saying, "Is that a terrorist fist jab?" So, and just 3 weeks prior to that, you have Michelle Malkin, a regular on the O'Reilly show, talking about how Rachel Ray's scarf is a jihadist scarf, and she actually, once Rachel Ray becomes a threat to Homeland Security.
But I think Rachel Ray is terrifying for a whole host of other reasons. Why focus on the scarf?
Yeah.
What about the teeth?
No.
The teeth scare me. It's going to bite me. And the fist pump thing was so odd because it completely detracted attention from the fact that he then patted her on the ass, which I don't know if you guys, which I thought was hot. I want them in the White House because they're going to be doing it.
Yeah.
But that would be refreshing. That would be good for our country. What about you, David? What do you think? Like, would your strip?
Well, my plan has always been to quit the strip when Bush leaves office.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I think everything's going to be great when he leaves office. I just wanted, it seemed like a good reason to stop doing it. So in 2004, I was ready to quit. I thought Kerry was going to win in 2004, and I had a deal worked out with my editor at Rolling Stone that when Kerry won the election, I would stop making the comic for the magazine and do something else. And obviously that didn't happen. But my plan has always been to just have the comic just be my reaction to this one guy and how he handled the aftermath of this terror attack that we suffered. So I'm scrambling to figure out how I'll pay the bills come January. So.
Well, Kenneth Cole has all kinds of opportunities for sales clerks, personal shoppers.
All right.
Well, there is the possibility. I'm sort of with you. I mean, I've been doing my website. It started in 2001 with Bush, and it's been very political, and we've definitely done more stuff about the Republicans. But I do think that there are golden ages of satire. I think that there are periods. I think the early 70s with Nixon was when, I'm digging that, when National Lampoon really came into prominence, and then Saturday Night Live grew out of National Lampoon. And it is possible. I'm just putting it out there that that if we have sort of a big sea change and we switch from this to, say, a Barack Obama, it may not be as easy to do, say, the Colbert Report every night. Just a possibility, but
I think actually that's good, because I think too much satire is based on the personality of these individuals who run these institutions, like Bush or whoever. But I think overall, so even if Obama becomes president, I've become increasingly pessimistic over the last couple of years for some reason, and I think I honestly,
Why?
like I
Things have
honestly,
been so
I
awesome.
think that the big trends, or the real deep structural problems, are only going to get worse, like economic inequality, the environment, all that stuff. I think it's going to get so bad that that I think in a way it'll be good for satire, because I think at this point Bush and his crazy misstatements and how much we all hate Cheney, that's such a crutch. I mean, for everybody in the business, I would say. I think the real challenge is making fun of or making light of these deeper trends that you can't pin on a single individual. Do you know what I mean?